Hello everyone, how is everybody doing today? Inshallah, you guys are all doing great on this Friday. I am making some fried rice patties filled with ground beef, parsley, onions, and spices. I have allspice over here, cayenne, red pepper, black pepper, curry powder, salt, and I have chicken flavoring, chicken bouillon, and this is Jasmine rice over here. It's best for use when you're doing kotalks. I measured and it's 4 cups of Jasmine rice right there, and I'm gonna take you guys along. Okay, first I'm gonna wash my rice pretty well and get all that starch out. Okay, here's my rice washed, and I'm gonna measure the water. This is a 2-cup measuring cup, and measure it for you guys because I don't usually measure it. I just eyeball it, but I'm gonna measure it today. So that was 4 cups of rice, and let's see how much water I'm gonna put in. That's 2 cups. Four cups. 5 cups. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do 6 cups and see how that goes. Yep, that's 6 cups of water. Okay, I put my rice and water on the stove. I'm gonna turn it on high, and I'm gonna add turmeric for the color and salt to taste. Mix it and let it cook. No oil, nothing else. That's it. Just water, turmeric, salt, and rice. Okay, when the water evaporates like that, you're gonna turn the stove to really low. Mix it, cover it, and let it cook fully. Okay, while my rice is cooking, I'm gonna start on the meat mixture. I have my ground beef in the pot on high heat, and I'm gonna start browning that. While that's browning, I'm gonna start chopping my onions, parsley, and I'm gonna put my spices in there once this browns. Okay, the rice is fully cooked. As you can see, if it looks mushy like that, then it's ready. I'm gonna take it off the heat, transfer it into flat dish so I can cool this completely before I do the kotalks. I'm gonna transfer my rice into a big dish like this. The only reason I'm doing that is to let it cool down faster. I want the cooling process to go by quick. So if it's spread out like that, it's gonna cool down much faster. Here is the rice. I'm gonna leave it here until it's completely cold. Okay, the ground beef, it's all cooked right now. It's browned. Now I'm gonna add the onions to it. I don't know how I'm gonna do this with one hand, but I'll be right back. Okay, here it is, the beef and the onions. I'm gonna mix it. And at this point, I'm gonna add all my spices. When it comes to the spices, everything is to taste. If you want it spicier, on the spicier side, add more. If you don't, add less. I'm not gonna measure. I'm gonna put everything in there, taste it. If I like it, I'm gonna keep it like that. If not, I'm gonna add more. And chicken flavoring. Here's the meat mixture. I'm gonna let it cook a little bit so the onions can cook down a little bit. And then I'm gonna add the parsley at the end before I turn off the stove. Okay, now I'm gonna add the parsley, mix it, and it's done. Okay, same goes for the meat mixture. I have transferred it into a flat plate like that so it can cool faster, just like the rice. When making these kotalks, it's a process. It takes a while. So it really helps if you do this a day ahead. It's gonna save you so much time. My rice is cold now. I'm gonna put in 2 eggs. I have warm water over here to dip my hands in, and I'm gonna mix it really well. And I'm gonna use a glove because this tends to get really sticky. You have to mix it really, really well until your mixture can form into a ball. Okay, the meat mixture is completely cold now. I have formed all my dough into balls, about 1.5-inch balls. It depends on you. You can make them bigger, smaller. I have a plate over here that after I fill them, I'm gonna put them in here, and I have warm water at hand. And I have another set of gloves, clean gloves. Okay, take your rice ball. They are sticky, so water is gonna help a lot. Put a hole right in the middle. Just like that. Fill it. Push it down. Close it up. Water, and form your shape, football shape, just like that. And I'm gonna time lapse the rest. Here they are all done. This is what they look like. I'm gonna fry them up now. If you don't fry them all, you can freeze them. Just leave them like this in a tray, put them in the freezer until they're completely frozen, and then transfer them into a Ziploc bag, and you can store them in the freezer for up to a month until you're ready to eat them. Here it is. I have my pot on the stove. I'm gonna turn the heat on high. put my canola oil in there. Let the oil get really hot, and then I'm gonna put the kotalks in there. Okay, when the oil is hot, put your kotalks in there and fry them up. Don't overcrowd the pan. Just like that. This should be enough for the first batch.